Hey guys, welcome to Yoga Lattes with SJ and to this 15-minute yoga for beginners. So you don't need any equipment for this, and if you have a yoga mat, of course you can use that. We're just going to start here by bringing the feet about shoulder distance apart and toes pointing forward, just coming down into a forward fold. So releasing here, and then inhale as you roll the spine, coming all the way up to standing. And then you're staying here and bringing the hands onto the hips, and you are twisting to gaze over the right shoulder, coming back through center, and then over the left, coming back through center. Keeping this going. So I want you to keep the hips square to the side edge of your mat, and you're just twisting from the belly button up, keeping the shoulders relaxed down and away from the ears, keeping your core engaged and keeping the pelvis in a neutral, so not tucking the tailbone under and not popping the tailbone back. So you're gazing over one shoulder and then the other. So trying to keep the lower body nice and still here as you do this, finding that twist. Beautiful. This time we're just coming back through center, and you're lifting the one foot up and then twisting, and then the other and twisting. Then coming back through center, bringing the feet together, and inhale as you sweep the arms up, looking up, and then opening the heart, and then coming all the way down, rounding forward, coming to your forward fold. And then inhale, coming all the way up, sweeping the arms up, opening the heart towards the sky, looking up, and then exhale as you round forward. Inhale, coming back up, gazing up, opening the heart, and then exhale as you round forward. Inhale, coming up, finding length, looking up, opening the heart. Exhale, rounding forward, releasing here. Inhale, coming up, opening the arms out, looking up towards the ceiling, maybe a little bit more of a back bend. Exhale as you come all the way down, releasing. Inhale, coming back up, sweeping the arms all the way up and opening the heart. Exhale, rounding forward, tailbone lifts, and keeping this going. So just finding what feels really good here with this, sweeping the arms, rounding forward, and then rolling up vertebra by vertebra, and then opening the arms at the top, looking up towards the sky. Inhale, rolling up and sweeping the arms and looking up. Exhale, rounding forward, releasing. Inhale, coming up and opening the heart. And exhale, rounding forward as the tailbone lifts. And inhale, coming up. Exhale as you open the arms. Beautiful work, you guys. Just having a softness into those knees if you want to here. You don't have to have straight legs. Working with what feels really good for you and your spine. Beautiful. Next time you come down, just sweeping the arms back, forward, and lifting up, opening the heart towards the sky. So we're bending generously through the knees as you start to press the hips back, sweeping the arms back, forward, and lifting up as you open the heart towards the sky. Keeping this going. So a generous bend into those knees, pressing the hips back, pressing into the feet to come all the way back up, lengthening up, opening the heart towards the sky, and reversing this. So starting to round forward and then lifting back up to open the heart, and sweeping the arms back, forward, and lifting up, bringing the heart up, and coming all the way down, sweeping the arms back, forward, and lifting up, reaching, opening the heart. And beautiful work. Keep this going. You can move at your own pace. Just finding that lengthening back and lifting all the way up, keeping the shoulders away from the ears and staying here, you guys. We're going to stay here and just bringing the feet about hip distance apart, toes pointing forward and folding down into your forward fold. You can take hold of opposite elbow with opposite hand, just letting the head and neck go. We're just rocking to one side and then the other. So trying to keep the hips square to the ceiling, and you are just finding a really gentle rock of the upper body, finding a really nice release into the low back. and just letting the head and neck go, relaxing the jaw, all the muscles of the face. Now we're going to start to circle around. So we're going to do around the world. You can bend generously through the knees here as you do this. You are coming all the way up and all the way around, just in one direction to begin with, and just finding this really beautiful rotation here through the waist, through the upper body. I just want you to make sure here that you're keeping the lower body still and stable. You've got a core engagement working into the obliques, the side waist, as well as the core. We're also getting into the spine and really finding some nice movement here. Now reversing this, going all the way back the other way. So just slowly working into this, just working at your own pace, and just relaxing the shoulders down the back here, keeping softness into those knees, so not locking out through the back of the legs, and coming all the way up and all the way around, circling up and around. So good, you guys. This is so good for you in every way. Beautiful work. And coming all the way up, staying here, floating the arms down and releasing the shoulders up and down the back. And just taking a moment here, bringing the feet in a little bit closer, so bringing the arches of the feet together, or you can have the feet a little bit wider. Just letting everything go here, folding down into a forward fold. Arms are heavy, ragdoll the head, the neck, maybe a wiggle through the jaw, just taking some cleansing breaths here, in through the nose, out the nose or mouth. And then just maybe taking opposite elbow with the opposite hand, maybe a nod of the head yes, a shake of the head no, releasing any tension, some really deep breaths here. And you're starting to sit down into the heels, so starting to sit back towards the heels, keeping the heels lifted and finding length through the back. So you want to have the back of the neck and the rest of the spine in that same line, and you have got a soft core engagement here. And just finding the tailbone lengthening down towards the mat, and then we're coming all the way down to a seated position. And bringing the soles of the feet onto your mat here. We're going to hold on to behind the knees, and you are sitting up tall here, and then you're going to bring the belly button back towards the spine as you start to slowly come back just a little bit. And then inhale as you sit up tall again. Exhale, belly button to spine, rounding back. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, rounding back. Now you can start to come back a little bit further each time if you're feeling strong in your core. So really working at your own range, and belly button to spine as you come back, shoulders away from the ears, and inhale, sitting up tall, drawing all the way up. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, finding that core engagement, lifting up tall. Exhale, coming back, keeping length through the whole low back. So you've got a neutral pelvis here, and making sure you're not bringing tension into that low back. So only coming as far back as you can keep that core engagement. So it is a full core engagement here. Now we're just starting to come all the way back, lowering back down, vertebra by vertebra, and reaching the arms up overhead, and then sweeping the arms all the way around and down by your side. Starting to slowly find that core engagement, and we are bringing the legs into a tabletop position, and then wrapping the hands around the front side of the knees or the shins and hugging those knees in. Little rock from side to side, anything that feels really good for you here. Just lengthening that tailbone out towards the end of the mat. You might pedal through the feet, wiggle through the toes. Just softly releasing and letting go, letting the belly relax down, and just finding anything at all that feels amazing. And then you're just floating the feet all the way back down onto your mat, and starting to bring the back of the heels in as close as you can towards the pelvis. Then you're reaching the fingertips towards the back of the heels, and we are just finding that connection of the back of the shoulders into the mat here, and you're gazing straight up towards the ceiling, And we're going to start to find a little lift here. So inhale as you lift the pelvis all the way up towards the ceiling and holding it here. And then we are going to roll all the way back down, vertebra by vertebra, and releasing. Pelvis arrives last. Inhale, pressing into the feet evenly as you lift up, coming all the way up, lifting, 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 and exhale, rolling all the way back down from the top of the back all the way to the lower back. Pelvis comes down last. Inhale, lifting, 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 pressing into those feet, lifting up even higher, feeling as though your hips are being drawn up by a string. Exhale, rolling back down, vertebra by vertebra, releasing. Inhale, coming up even higher, maybe holding here, staying here, and then rolling back down slowly with control, releasing the pelvis all the way back down. Inhale, coming up, lifting, 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 coming onto the back of those shoulders. And we're staying here, guys, staying high, and little pulses up and down, tiny little pulses, staying high, breathing, staying strong here. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the nose or mouth. And then we are coming to a halfway point, lowering down just to that halfway point, and little pulses here, staying strong, tiny little pulses, breathing, keep it going, you can do this. And inhale, coming all the way back up to that top range, lifting, 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 tiny pulses here, breathing in, breathing out, staying strong, guys, you've got this. Coming back down to that halfway point, a few more little pulses at that halfway point, and then you are coming all the way down nearly to the bottom, but just staying here and just doing those pulses here, tiny little pulses up and down. Make sure you're breathing, guys, staying strong, and then lifting up one more time, lifting, lifting, lifting right to that top end, and pulsing, coming back down to your halfway point, few pulses here at that halfway point, and then rolling all the way down, releasing. Well done. So awesome for the glutes, you guys, so awesome for the legs, so much strength and flexibility in this yoga routine. Now just starting to rock the knees from side to side, so finding a little windshield wiper of those knees from side to side, maybe bringing the arms out a little bit wider. You might just let the head rock from side to side as well, finding a really nice release through the back of the head, the back of the neck, and then just starting to heel toe the feet out a little bit wider and just continuing with this. So we are just rocking gently from side to side. You might find it might feel good to stay over on one side for a little while and kind of find a twist into this, anything at all. Just making sure you're breathing in through the nose, out the nose or mouth, cleansing breaths, letting everything go, relaxing the back of the arms, the back of the shoulders, the jaw, all the muscles of the face. Letting your belly start to relax, letting everything soften, slowing it down. You've done so amazing, you guys. I'm so happy to have you with me today, and hopefully you enjoyed this yoga. If you haven't already, you might like to subscribe to the channel for more free yoga videos, as well as home workouts, Pilates, and all of the things. So just coming all the way back through center when you're ready, and just starting to slowly bring the knees in towards the chest, maybe wrapping the hands around the front side of the knees or the shins. Any movement here into the feet that feels awesome, and just taking a moment here to breathe. And then we're just starting to circle the knees around. So slowly using your hands to circle the knees in one direction, finding a lengthening out of the tailbone. So you've got a heavy pelvis, the back of the heels are heavy, relaxing the belly, taking some nice breaths here, finding a really nice massage into the gut, the digestive system, the reproductive organs. Beautiful work. and then when you're ready you can start to go back the other way if you haven't already. Reversing this, finding those deep breaths in through the nose and out the nose or mouth. Relaxing the toes, the jaw, relaxing the back of the neck, the back of the shoulders, the hips softening. Breathing deeply in, fully out. Softness into the fingers, the elbows, the palms. Beautiful, you guys. Just slowing everything down and coming all the way back through center when you're ready. Just taking a moment here to maybe bring the knees out a little bit wider, moving through the toes, the feet, just finding what feels good with this. Then we're starting to just float the feet back down, bringing the soles of the feet together and the knees out wide, and finding a butterfly position of the legs. So you can slide the feet a little bit further forward if you want a less intense stretch, or you can bring the feet a little bit closer to the pelvis for a more deeper stretch. And then just maybe bringing the hands onto the belly, or maybe one hand onto the belly and one hand onto the heart, letting the back of the shoulders relax, the elbows relaxing. Maybe a little rock of the head over to the right side and just taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale out, just letting the side of the head relax further towards that right side. Letting go, finding a deep breath in as you let the head roll back through center. And then exhale as the head rolls over to that left side. And taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale out, letting the side of the head soften even further towards that left side. The outer thighs, the outer hips, everything starting to become heavier, and then just letting the head roll back through center. Noticing your breath beneath your hands, that rise and fall of the belly and the heart as you breathe. Feeling the pelvis becoming even heavier, everything finding release here, the outer knees, back of the shoulders softening even further, and then just starting to maybe gently rock the head from side to side, little massage into the back of the head. A few more breaths here, breathing deeply and expanding the belly, the ribs, the heart, and as you exhale out, sending that breath all the way down the spine, out the toes. You can stay here for as long as you like, you guys, before going about the rest of your day. If you're ready to come out of this, you might stretch the arms long, stretch the feet long, maybe flexing the toes back towards the face as you press the heels forward, finding even more length, and maybe starting to point and flex the feet. And you're all done, you guys. It was amazing to have you join me. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you again soon. Namaste.